Hello all, here is a brief Excel tutorial. So for day 12, most of your time in this unit can be used to go over and work on that Excel project in 154, but here's a few basics. So when you pull up the part 1 and the part 2, it asks for the total grocery bill price. And then part 2, it asks you to graph. These are also items that we're going to work with in your 154 project. So first piece is I want to go over just how to put a formula in Excel. So if I want the total price of, say, these Chobani yogurts, I would click the cell. See where I'm clicked, E3. And if I want Excel to calculate things, I put equals, and then I click what I want it to do. I don't type the numbers in, I click. To get the total price of the Chobani, it would be 5 times the 129, right? I want 5 of them for $1.29 each. What I can do with this now is I could continue this. I could say, all right, for the chips equals 2 times 359, hit enter, and that'll give me the price for the chips. Makes sense? And I'm going to keep doing this for all of them. I want 2.5 pounds of chicken. They're $4.99 a pound, enter. And then the last one, and again, I'm not typing the numbers, I'm clicking the cell. That's going to be really important for your Excel project in 154. You click the actual cells. If you ever want to go back and see what you did, you just click the cell. And then it says, oh, that's the formula you used. Now for the subtotal, think about what a subtotal is. That would add up all my prices. So I'm going to go equals. And I'm going to use an Excel formula, sum, and I'm going to highlight. That way I don't have to type in all those individual ones. Now, the cool part about this is if for some reason the chicken goes on sale, it was $4.99, now it's $2.99. It's going to adjust everything for you. So you still have that subtotal. Oh, we lost the sale. So it just auto adjusts for you if you do the clicking versus putting the numbers in. So then the tax rate, let's think about what it means to have a tax rate here. So when we're taxed, it's the total plus the total times that tax rate. Well, there's technically a 1 here if this was X. So it's 1.025 times that number, put the 1 there. So that's what I'm going to use to also make this Excel formula. So for my tax rate, I want to do that separately first. So that's going to be the 0.025 times whatever this total is. You know how when you get a bill, it shows you the overall tax. So the total grocery bill, we can actually just add these two together. Ta-da! And we have our total grocery bill, just like that. And again, if you want to click, it'll always show you what we did. And then you can also rewatch the video. So for part 2, this also will help you with part 2 and 3 of the project. It's how to graph. So this piece says, please graph the cost for the pounds of chicken. So what you do is you highlight. Just highlight with a standard mouse the data. I'm going to go over here to insert. I'm going to find a graph. So insert charts. Actually, I picked the first one. Nice scatter plot. Gives me the cost. Shows me it's a linear function. I can add labels. I can make it fancy if I want, but that's the basics. If you want to add labels, you can go to your different types. You can make it a little fancier. You can play around with Excel as much as you kind of feel like. But it's really easy to do a graph in Excel. So I'm going to show you one more time. Highlight, insert, pick your graph. We're just going to do a scatter plot and then play with it, whatever looks good to you. Now, if you don't like this title, click it. You click it, you make it cost per pound of chicken. Something that you like. Same thing, you can add a text box below here. You can, just play around with this as much as you want. Adding a chart element. You can add data labels, like I said. You can add a trend line. which you need to do for your Excel 1 and Math 154. So this clearly looks linear. So I could add a line there. I might add axis labels. I want some horizontal ones. That's how I just quickly add. This was pounds of chicken. And you know what I think I want? I think I'd also like, oh, this is all under insert under my table when I was in there. So you can just start playing around with it, whatnot. So that ought to help you a little bit with that Excel project in 154. And you don't turn this in, use your extra time from day 12 to work on the Excel project. Have a great day.